A great camera doesn't automatically make a great video rig, especially if the accessories make it heavy, complicated, and difficult to use. Today, I'm starting with my Lumix S1 II and building a complete production-ready camera rig from the ground up. But I'm not just going to show you where everything attaches. I'll explain why each component is on the rig, how it improves my filmmaking workflow, and how I keep the final setup balanced, functional, and ready to go. All right, so I got my Lumix S1 Mark II, and before I begin building it out and attaching everything, I want to let you know that this is just how I do it. I'm not saying it's the way, it's just a way, and this is what I would do if I'm creating a camera rig with the Lumix S1 Mark II for handheld and shots, as well as mounting my camera on a tripod. Okay, so there's numerous ways you can mount your or put together your video rig. This is just one of them. All right, so let's get to it. So I have my Lumix S1 Mark II. I've already attached the cage, and since it attaches in numerous points, it would take super long to just put it together. I figure I just started off the video with the cage already attached. So this is a small rig cage that I got from Amazon. It's really awesome. I like that it has 3 connection points. You have the big screw down here, and then you also have a locking point right here and a locking point right there. So this really is the foundation of your entire rig, which is the cage, and that really keeps things secure, just in case this screw down here, which will get loose, okay, that your camera won't fall apart. All right, so that's first and foremost right there. I do want to let you know that the entire rig will be built using these 2 tools right here, which came with different parts of the rig. This one came with the camera cage itself, and then this one came with the side handle. All right, which these tools generally come already included with small rig accessories. All right, so from there, we're gonna start putting this bad boy together. All right, so I have the Lumix 24-105 f4 lens. I really like this general purpose, very versatile lens. All right, and I already have a freewell magnetic ring attached to the front element, so I could easily put on their ND filters right there, and the lens cap, which you can see already. So there's the ND filter right there. I think it's the ND8. Okay, so we'll take that off. I like magnetic filters, quick, easy, fast, awesome for solo shooters. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is attach the small rig mini V-mount plate right here to the base of the camera cage. And it's really nice. They're all built to work together, meaning all small rig accessories. So I already put a mounting plate right on the bottom here. This is for like any DJI, I think it's Arca Swiss, so it's like you can do DJI products with it, small rig tripod products with it. It's really awesome. So I always have that. Plus it's better for stability once I put the camera rig on the table, which you'll see later on. All right, so I'm gonna put this bad boy right here. And I always try to make sure that it goes in the center. Boom, bada bang. And then for the back of the rig, I always like having my screen out. Okay. Make sure that you check the sensor of the back of the EVF so that you're not just keeping your screen black. You'll have to change the live view mode display. Okay. Boom, bada bang. So now we have the mini V-mount plate. I'm going to put, this is the 99 watt Neewer V-mount battery that I use. I have 2 of them. Great price, like a beast. It's a beast. Okay, so you have 2 plugs, 12 volt, 8 volt, and then you have a D-tap right here on the side. This thing is good to go. You have USB-C, USB-A on the other side. These things are great, okay? Very good price. So, mount that. There you go. Now with the lens there in the front and the battery in the back, it generally keeps a nice stable rig already, nice and balanced. But that's why I keep that this plate on the bottom, because this really keeps the rig like that. So in case I ever put it down, I'm not putting it with the camera cage touching the floor. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. There are other rigs where I'll put the railing on it and everything else like that. We could do another video about that. I'm just showing you a quick setup here. Now let's attach the top handle. I got this cool Neewer top handle right here. I love it because for Panasonic and I believe Fuji, Sony cameras, you get this record start stop button. I love it because when I'm holding the rig, I like to be able to just go boom, 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 boom. This thing is great, very responsive, and we're going to be using that top handle. Tighten that up for obvious reasons. Now, always think about camera or cable management. Like, it will save you a ton if you just think about it from the beginning. So what I do is I slip it right through here, take up some of this slack, and then on the side of Panasonic's cameras, by the shutter button, you get this little window right here, which is, there we go. And right there is where you'll insert the control cord right here. When you do that, you insert that, this will allow this to become a record stop trigger, as well as here, as well as here. And you still have, for the Lumix S1 Mark II, right there. So now you have like all these record control points, if you want to call it. Okay, this is awesome. I love that. All right. One of my favorite things about the Lumix S1 Mark II is the customization of it. And this just adds to it. Though it's not Panasonic, it just adds to the efficiency of my workflow when using this camera rig. Okay. Awesome. So if I want to get to any of my settings, I'm going to look on the side of my camera rig right there. Okay. You see, I still have access to my USB-C, HDMI, headphone jack, mic jack, zero problems right there. So we're good to go. Okay. On the other side, I have access to my my SD card and CF Express Type B card. I still have access to my dials on the back of the camera in case I want to change anything there. Cool. So far, this rig is looking pretty awesome. Now, I'm going to need to connect. I don't have a battery in my camera, so I'm going to connect the power from the battery to the camera. Now, I use this. This is a dummy battery for Lumix cameras, anything from the GH6 and up, pretty much, or newer. Okay, so GH7, S5, S5 Mark II, S5 Mark II X, all that stuff. This thing works. Okay, it's only like 27 bucks. It has a D tap at the end of it. This thing is awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna put that in here, and there's like a little rubber thing, right? It's like a little rubber thing right there. Make sure you attach it like so, close your door, and then attach the battery or the D-tap to the battery itself. So now this V-mount battery powers the camera, zero issues, okay? Now you see how it's hanging like this? What I like to do is I go from the front, wrap it once or twice, you know, that depends on you. Then here, now it's out of my way. My fingers could still get to everything I need. Everything is out of my way. Nice. I can still get to the dials, whatever I want to do. Boom, bada bing. So now we have power from the battery to the camera. We're looking pretty good. Now from here, I'm gonna actually attach the side handle right here. Now, this is a small rig side handle. And what I like about it a lot is, well, I get a trigger again, another start and stop button right there with a cold shoe mount. So now I'm gonna have multiple ways to be able to do this. I mean, to start and stop my recording, which is always important, depending on how I'm holding it. If I'm holding the camera up like face level, this is gonna be a great point of contact. If I'm shooting at my waist, this is gonna be a great point of contact. So just something to keep in mind. Now, these are like 1/4 inch screws right here. There's 2 of them. So I generally, 1/4 inch screws. So I generally like to do it right where I'm doing it, clearly. The top two or something. You know, again, this is a customization aspect, so it depends on what you like. Now I'm going to use this tool, which came with the side handle. I'm going to tighten in these screws right there. Okay, make sure you do that, because clearly you're going to be holding your entire rig by this handle. So don't be bashful. Make sure you screw it on tight. There we go. So now we have that, and now I have my rig I could hold right here. I could start and stop right there, start and stop right here, start and stop right there, here, if I do that, and right in the front as well. So this thing, like, there's no excuse for you not get the shot. That's how I like it, okay? Depending on what position I'm at. The next thing I want to do is put on my monitor. So I got another little small rig mounting plate. I have like 3 different versions, but I like this one here with the 1/8 screw and the airy pins right there. So this is really nice. We're going to screw that on right on the front there. Here we go. Now, use this tool right here and make sure it's on tight. Just go there, push it to the left. All right, so we got that. Now I have my Viltrox, what is this? It's the DC550 Pro 2. Okay, this is a cool monitor. I like it a lot. You can check out my full review of this monitor on my channel if you're curious about it. Screw that in nice and tight. Cool. So now I have my monitor. Let's get the power going. Now here's another dummy battery right here. It's a little NP battery. Again, I think it's like 25 bucks or so. Has a little 8-volt plug right there. So I'm going to attach that on the back, because when I go to shoots or if I'm using my rig, I don't want to carry a gang of batteries. Like, that seems a little ridiculous. I'd rather carry more lenses. Again, I'm going to worry about cable management, so I'm going to put this around the top handle a couple times, and then right here. So now, as you can see, I'm able to power the monitor right here through the V-mount battery. I'm able to power the camera through the battery. So I'm going to connect right here. And I'm going to connect it to the camera. Just to show you, boom, bada bing. So now we have a signal. Everything is powered through this 99-watt V-mount battery. That's what I like about creating a system like this. Efficiency for me. Multiple contacts for start and stop recording. Everything's powered through one battery to rule them all. So I just carry about 2 of them generally. Now let's hook up some sound. Oh wait, before we do sound, look at this. This is like, I would never recommend you walking around with that, okay? Now that's where this little thing comes into play. These little cable management tools right here is from Condor. You get 4 of them for 20 bucks. It's so worth it. And it just uses a 1/4-inch screw, and you can put them on any point that you have on your cage. I have mine here, and what I do is I like to keep my rig nice and tight. So you put it in, one goes up, one goes down, okay? And now see how much cleaner it is, more compact. And then from here, I go right to the monitor, and boom, bada bing, we're good to go. All right, so now I have the monitor. I got everything going. Everything's powered through this, but we need good sound, all right? So I have this here, which is one of my favorite running gun mics. It's a shotgun mic, obviously. It is the Comica VM30. This is just straight to the point. It's inexpensive, like 120 bucks or something. But this is one of my favorite go-tos because it has an internal battery. You can do internal recording as an internal battery, and it can be powered through the camera rig or the camera itself. So there's multiple ways to keep this puppy going, okay? So I'm gonna hook it up right here. screw it on tight as well. This is to the cold shoe mount, and that's all you really need. But most important is that it could free float. And what I mean by that is nothing's touching this. Nothing should be touching this, okay? No wires are near it. It looks good to go, okay? No wires, cool, 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 because you'll get that, you'll hear the rumbling through the mic for sure, all right? Now, with that said, I'm gonna power it through the camera, and the camera is being powered through the V-mount. So I'm gonna connect here to the mic input inside the Lumix S1 II, okay? So let's connect that. All right. So as you can tell, it immediately turned on because now it's being powered through the V-mount. So now this one V-mount is powering the camera, the mic, and the monitor, which I turned off. Okay, so far you have a really nice little rig here. Matter of fact, let me turn it on so you can see the whole shebang. Okay, cool. So now you see it's a complete setup right now great for handheld shots, tripod, or definitely your running gun. This is my favorite go-to setup if I just need to have a camera rig that is compact but packs a lot of punch, a lot of features. Okay, and there it is, my complete Lumix S1 Mark II video rig, built and ready to go. I'll leave links to all of the gear and accessories mentioned throughout this video in the description section below. If you have any questions about the rig, or why I chose a particular component and what kind of gear I like using, or how everything works together, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And one of the best ways to support this channel for independent content is by becoming a member today. I'm Robert Silver, and until next time, keep shooting and stay creative.